Yo, what's up guys? Chase the Bro here, and welcome back to another Elden Ring DLC video. As you guys know, the DLC just released, and Lost and I thought it would be a good idea to watch it frame by frame, really break it down and give it an in-depth watch. If you guys have any input you'd like to share, always feel free to comment that below as you're watching along. I'm really intrigued to see what everyone has to say about the trailer, but that's really it. I hope you guys enjoy.
And I think it's Mesmer that is talking over Mikola's hand, and of course this is where we enter the DLC.
Yeah, that was the best theory. I couldn't think of any other area.
There are a few different areas, like in Stormvale, where you have the Death Prince face. But okay, pause now in the Golden Field, and we can just
Look
take
at the
a quick
landmass
look around and see the land. Yeah.
Looks...
Where are we, chat? Where are we?
This is a weird angle, yeah. I'm not entirely sure. Altus somewhere?
So if you take a look at that large bridge up in the corner there, that seems to me to look a little bit like the bridge to the tower to where you activate a rune from Godric.
Yeah.
Stormvale.
Stormvale?
It looks a little bit like that.
It's hard for me to tell when looking at the castle. Ugh. Actually,
yeah.
What is the church in the top right there? Is that even in the regular game?
The church on the top seems to be, to me, where you can find the Rani during the last part of her quest. You know, where she kills the...
Yes, that would fit. That actually is... That is that, I think. It
looks a little larger. Yeah, it looks a little larger than the others. Let him ride. So then we have the Bandai Namco. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're in the fields again.
After the Bandai Namco logo, yeah. Yeah, this is all new landscape. This is not somewhere we've been.
I like the idea that it could be an unflooded Liurnia. Granted, it could just be new lands, but...
Yeah, I wish I had the Elden Ring map up with me right now. I'm trying to see if there's anything that seems distinguishable. That area kind of reminded me of the one in Caelid, the Celia town, because it's all broken, but it's definitely not, because... Actually, you see that one statue that's like a stone pillar? That's definitely where we're going to grab the map for this area.
Yeah, could be a pre-rot Caelid. People saying that the roots reminds them of Caelid, and that's true, because we could definitely have Caelid was probably the land that changed the most, you know, due to all of the rot and neglect that could have caused for 1,000 years. So that's a pretty good thought that chat just had.
Yeah. That would be a good idea. I don't really see anything else indicating where it would be. Nothing in the background looks familiar. Let's play ahead a bit.
Yeah, we'll play ahead a bit. We have From Software. Oh, we can just stop it right there because now he's
now we actually have a good view.
Oh, and this is also a good thing that has been mentioned here by the Badger, because the Erdtree that we see is actually a fake one. This is a real tree.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I actually heard that in one of the lore videos.
I do want to say something though, as far as just a gameplay approach to this. It looks very interesting. The lands, the way it's set up, look very interesting. There's a lot of cliffs here, so it's not just as open as it used to be. I mean, you do have a big swamp, I suppose.
Yeah, but it's not just open flat land. Definitely better, because then you're going to be isolated in those areas when you are fighting, which is really cool. You can see a lot of land masses. They're just separated and on their own, like that one kind of in the middle to the left. See that? Just a giant sort of forest-looking possible rot area.
Yeah, that's really fascinating.
Yeah.
According to my chat, there are true images on the Steam page that weren't in this trailer. One is very reminiscent of the Winter Lantern. We will actually take a look at that afterwards then, but we can continue forward.
Yeah. I'm down.
Okay, so the next one is looks like a Carrion Knight.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a icon. You can see the trees in the background here, so it's very close to what I just assume is the old capital.
Yeah, the coloring looks the same. There's the bridge too. So
I'll just go a little further.
No water there though. You just see grass. Interesting. That's a really cool looking armor set, by the way.
I like that a lot. We can continue forward because there wasn't much there. The next one I think is really cool. Look at that armor set right there.
Yeah, that is going to be one poisy boy.
I also this continues the trend of the Elden Ring armors though being very.
A
I want to
set.
say,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Those so if that the one you're staring at, I like if the leggings and skirt were separate because you can actually make some fashion out of that one at least.
yeah. I think the chest is going to be very reliant on the armor set that fits with it. I don't know if it's gonna be great for the rest, but the skirt I think definitely will be good.
Yeah, that's actually something really cool. Like high metal
Mm.
boots and then the skirt. You could wear like a lot at the top. Really cool
We
though.
can
Or
just
maybe you can take off the cape. That'd probably be like one of the coolest armors.
yeah,
actually.
you can probably take off the cape.
That'd be sick.
A new greatsword as well. Look at that.
Yeah, that was the one I think later in the trailer.
Forsaken place.
They're using on a horse, I think, and it has like a gravity ability. We'll see though if it's the same one. The design looks similar.
I feel like close to the bottom of the sword, not the hilt, but the actual sword base, there is the stone pattern reminds me of the hammers with magic from the Erdtree avatars.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The holy one, the holy staff, staff of the avatar.
So, according to Badger, right at the tree, the top of the tree connecting to the cloud is a mass of roots. Thus, we're below the Erdtree. Yes.
Oh, I see. Yeah, where we got the full view of the tree. Where was that?
That was a few seconds back.
50. Yeah, you can see the roots touching the actual top.
I'm just gonna continue on. I'm at 2945. There is another armor set that looks real chunky, man.
Yeah, that's
Look
the
at that.
poise boy I was talking about. I thought you were looking
Yeah,
at this
that's
earlier.
the poise boy. Everybody's just spamming Havel in chat right now.
That's pretty reminiscent of that.
Yeah. And he's doing something interesting here as well. He's doing something with the pot, which may or may not be a covenant.
True. Yeah.
Mm.
He's praying towards it, kind of like an altar almost.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the pots actually had like some kind of faction. I think that would be super cute.
Yeah,
honestly.
they're pretty
It's
popular
super
actually.
cute.
I think that'd
Yeah.
be good. That'd be a good choice. They're in a lot of
Also,
areas
just-
as well.
Just in general, I really do like the look of this heavy armor, because this here isn't super ornate. It does have some fancy stuff to it, but it seems like a piece of armor that could be used in multiple different armor sets, and it's just cool alone.
Yeah, honestly, the gauntlets look like the old Gundyr armor gauntlets, so you could use that with a lot of sets.
Yeah.
The coloring isn't too like bright either, so you can use it with most steel sets, I guess, depending on which ones you're trying, but I could see it. The next part over to, if you hit place, is pretty cool. They're in
Okay.
what looks sort of like a sleep area. And I'm not
Oh,
saying that just
shit.
because they're sleeping.
Yeah, no, I see it.
But-
Let me just go back a bit, because there we go. Okay, so that's a really cool looking. It might be armor. It might be a character. This might be oh my god! You can see even in the distance there are like purple fires.
You
This
see,
is
you
a
see the lily in the back left. Look,
like
the Trina lily. Like, see how it's like folded over?
Or I don't see it exactly. Let me just go back a little bit again. Oh yeah, now I see it. It's not. I thought it was like a torch. This is a Saint Trina lily's
Yeah,
swamp. It is a
definitely.
sleep swamp,
100%. We're getting a sleep swamp. Oh no.
which, from a invader's perspective, actually seems really fucking cool, because it's a swamp that doesn't immediately harm you, but of course it makes you vulnerable to all kinds of other enemies.
Yeah, honestly, if there's no enemies around, it's not that bad. You just get a quick timeout when you go to sleep. But then, yeah, if you're actually fighting, it's difficult.
Then you
If
have to
there's a
keep
boss
in
in
mind
there,
what
that's going to be real interesting.
Oh, that could be very interesting.
Have
Yeah.
to stack all the like anti-sleep stuff.
Mm.
That'd be pretty cool.
That's something I can get behind. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and if that is an armor set, that is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue forward.
Yeah. Earlier, I thought this area was in Nokron, but is this? This does look like that one Nokron area, but it's not.
No, look at the. If you take a look at the the cages and everything. This is in Area
Oh yeah,
Lucaria.
it is in Rea Lucaria. It looks almost like
This
the
is
base
Rea
where you walk
Lucaria.
in, but it's not, of course. But yeah.
And so the question now becomes,
Blood of your
do you
fellows.
think that could be a Renala?
Hmm.
I'm like looking at her from above right now. I'm gonna go closer in. There we go. I got a close look at her. She doesn't look very Renala-ish from this point
No.
of view. She doesn't.
If anything, that's tough to say. Rea Lucaria would be a place that they would have covenants, though, if they did it, in my opinion.
People are saying Saint Trina, which
Trina.
Saint Trina I thought was fairly close to be. I thought people had like confirmed it was Mikola, but maybe not.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the lore on that one.
And it's apparently a very silly collar. Chat is saying it's silly.
That's a silly collar.
Look, chat, you don't have fashion sense, okay? This was prime fashion in those days. Don't you fucking
Lost
don't you even.
loves his flair.
I do love my flair. That's not even a lie.
That's basically peacocking.
So I moved forward. I'm at 30 minutes and 1 second right now.
Yeah, so we're at the swamp, basically. That's what you're looking at.
Yeah, we're at the swamp.
This
and
is a very dead-looking swamp. That doesn't even
very
look like
overgrown.
poison. That looks more like the debuff spray that we have in the game currently.
Yeah, the corrosion thing.
Yeah.
That ruins your armor and makes you take more damage.
Yeah.
People are saying Deathblight Swamp, Deathblight Village.
Oh, it is kind of the air. You see how there's like the gray misted air? That does look kind of like near those Deathblight enemies in the forest. They have that
Could
fog.
be. Could absolutely be. It looks. I mean,
A
to be fair,
Deathblight
chat,
swamp would be terrible.
this looks pretty dead to me.
Yeah.
Did we also see what's the armor of the character there? He's wearing like
Is this maybe the back of? Let me see.
yeah, this
rewind a
armor
little
we
bit.
can't see properly, but I'm going back a frame with using a period and comma.
Oh, is that how you do that? Okay.
Yeah, and it does seem like a different type
Work
of
for me.
armor, like Icarus wings. Yeah, Icarus. So
Yeah,
that
he
might
doesn't
be
seem like he has like much. Like you see the cape fly up, you'll notice, and it looks almost like
Yeah.
bare
Blood of
back.
your fellows.
exactly. So this seems like is going to be
Yeah.
a new type of. It's not necessarily the chest. This could be the helm.
True. Yeah, they could.
Faithful.
Hard to
I
say.
hope it's the helm. Yeah. But we'll just continue forward. There's not much else to say. There's like some birds maybe at the very bottom of the wall, but I don't know.
The Deathblight wall,
Yeah,
and then we
I
go
don't
into
know
a.
what
Well, we
the-
see a painting next, actually.
Okay, let me get there. Okay, painting. That's easy. I don't know who these people are.
Yeah, I definitely do not. Been staring
Oh,
at
but
this
the
for a couple
next
seconds.
one,
The next one, though, we go into the cave.
and you can see the main character is walking around a hole, or maybe he's walking down in a spiral. And there's so many pots here. I think we're going to get some pot lore.
I think so, and probably more pot items.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that being the case. Yeah, I can't see much else in here.
No,
Just the
I'll
pots
just
in the
hit play.
cave. And then we go into more lava. Something
Yeah.
in like a hero's grave fashion, I suppose.
Absolutely. This seems like the character is walking up. He seems to be wielding like a poker, a thrusting sword.
Let me see. Dual wielding something. Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
that's a staff in his left hand, but also a sheath on his hip.
I couldn't quite see.
That looks
I'm
like the
going back.
standard rapier, sort of.
Could absolutely be. Somebody's mentioning that they think young Morgoth is in this. Maybe that was referring to the painting. And while I don't think so, I
Oh.
would fucking love to see young Morgoth.
Honestly, that looks like if Morgoth was more humanoid, like take off all the horns, that it does look pretty close to him.
So according to Eden, Lost, that thing the character is walking on is an old mechanical pump. So they're in a massive forge of some kind.
Oh yeah, you can see at the bottom left. I didn't even notice that.
Smart. Okay. Smart chat. Okay.
We go forward a
Okay,
little
that's
bit.
pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then you'll see, oh, a beautiful place, beautiful.
yeah, that's brand new. That is not in the game by any means. Where is this coming
Uh,
from, though? You know what? Okay, the bottom area, you know when you go get Millennia's Great Rune?
yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that, how you go through a cave and then end up on an outside area and go up to the
Oh,
tower.
right. You know, the thing is, maybe when they talk about the shattering could have been very literal. The whole land actually just broke apart and readjusted itself, and then later on it kind of fell back into the pieces that we have, which may or may not be the real way the world was put together. So that's
Yeah,
I
like the
can see that
original
being.
landmass. Yeah.
Yeah, so a bunch of the cities might just have disappeared, and these cities here might just be some of the
Yeah.
ones that were lost.
It is close to the Erdtree too. Yeah, I noticed that top right.
Yeah,
Huge
like
castle
rapid
area
continental
though.
drift.
That's
Yes.
definitely one of the legacy dungeons. That's cool.
And that looks so cool.
That
So I'm gonna just
does.
hit.
Yeah, we play a little bit further.
They were never
Yeah.
safe. They just happened to be
And there's the
frozen.
boss, I assume. Or could be an
Very,
enemy.
very reminiscent of the fire giant.
Yeah.
Inside of
That
the
being
wall.
said, FromSoft has a tendency to make normal enemies look absolutely amazing, and
True.
it seems like there is the death tree behind him.
Yeah, it's really close to that as well on the left.
Okay, so I'm gonna just go forward to
He has a
these
stomp
riding the horse.
magma or fire AoE. Oh my god. You get absolutely eaten later, but okay.
Is that a new sword? Is that a bastard sword? Is
No,
that
that just looks like the longsword, to be honest.
Okay, maybe that's just a long sword. It also looks like he's using the vagabond set.
Yeah, I was gonna
there.
say a
can't really
brave
see.
decision to be just base vagabond.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay,
they
and
don't
then
want to
you
spoil
see
too
that.
much.
Yeah, that's fair. The tree in the background. This also seems like it's in the middle of uh, the hub world, right? This isn't in a dungeon. This is in the middle of the world.
Yeah, it seems very open. We see the tree.
Yeah.
We're not seeing any weird surrounding like lock-in area. Oh god, I gotta back up a little bit. Yeah, definitely in the open area.
Oh, and then I'm over to the snack man.
Yeah. I
Giving
was like,
suck.
what is happening? Oh my god. I didn't even notice that in the first watching. I don't know why.
I suppose this could be like a one of those worm people, but in a different state.
Just getting absolutely ingested.
This is important for the plot.
Jeez. Okay.
New waifu.
You can have that one. And then we come and we
yeah.
see
Oh, next boss.
yeah, a hand closing the lion mouth. That his own hand?
That is just a lion, man. That's just. I'm on his face now.
Oh yeah,
30-22.
the hand just kind of sits there, kind of like Godfrey with the grafted hands, you know?
Yeah.
But he's got multiple. It's like a centipede lion, basically.
Also interesting. The lion is an omen. Look at the
Oh,
horns.
what do you mean? Look at go to go to 326. You just see a whole bunch of people inside the lion standing on each other. 30.
I see a bunch of hands. Okay, now I see. I see some hands. I see some feet. Yeah. It's grafted. It's grafted, and it's an omen.
Yeah, like I see literal legs just like standing on top of what looks like another like a back.
This could be the grafted lion, and this is one of the creatures that it's like Serosh. Yeah. So the thing we're watching here, everybody, is the lion.
It looked like
This
an
is the
animal at
lion.
first, but yeah, we noticed it's stacked, basically stacked people. I don't even know if
Yeah.
they're grafted. Like if you go to the frame of 3027, you quite literally see a person standing on another person's back.
Okay, so maybe it's like a weird grafted lion, but also it's like a Chinese dragon type thing.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's so interesting.
Thank you to the person who
It's
just gave me
like
the sub.
people and then a lion on top with looks like spitting deathlight, sort of. Maybe I don't know. Could be wind as
Yeah.
well.
And he's also an omen. So this is a very fascinating enemy. I suppose we can move forward here, and oh boy, I'm at.
And he also has lightning abilities. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we go
I'm
forward
at
a little bit. And we
30,
see
36, and now we're getting to Mesmer,
yes.
the Impaler.
We have some snake charming action going on here.
Oh, that's a smart thing, Chase. I didn't think about that, but you're right. Mesmer is another way of saying snake charmer, and he has a snake with him. Because he has a snake with him, I don't think it's Rykard Sanawar, but I do think that he could be a soldier in the Rykard army, maybe a high-ranking official or a captain of some
I can already
some
tell
sense.
it's going to be an interesting boss fight. Maybe he has some snake summon attacks. Got some. What does that look like? That buff to you?
Where are you right now?
When he has the fire in his hand, sort of. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
His eyes sort of look like madness eyes. You go to
Okay,
30, 45. You're
All
about
right.
to get there.
Yeah, I see it right now. He does have yellow eyes.
Yep.
At the same time, it's also a little bit more like a slit. So I did think
Oh,
like
it's just
a
more snake
dragon.
eye. Yeah, I got like
Yeah.
a better view of it at 30, 44. You're right. Yeah.
I do think it might be more of a snake eye and less dragon, because this is again a follower of Rykard, and he is doing what his master did. Maybe he ate like a tiny snake.
It makes sense. Yeah, you can see the snake like kind of wrapped around his entire body as well.
Yeah, and we are going to kill him presumably, so it can't be Rykard.
And steal what looks like a really cool halberd. Almost like the Dragon Slayer. I'm forgetting the name of that weapon in Dark Souls 3.
Also, Wester say Frenzy Seal spotted at the release date with him on display. All right, when we get to it, we'll take a look.
Oh, near
But-
the end, yeah.
I would like to have a conversation with somebody with madness, but so far, I think this is definitely a Rykard follower with all of the snake imagery.
Yeah, that makes it 100%.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hit play there, and I'm now at 30, 47,
We're
and
fighting. This looks like
seems-
open worldy, sort of. You think?
yeah, open
Yeah.
worldy, because I see the chests over at the corner there. Kind of reminds me of those small graveyards where we find all of those different looking little
Oh yeah, where you get some of the cookbooks and stuff.
runes.
And runes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cookbooks and runes. Yeah.
There is a door in the background. I see that.
Oh yeah, that seems like standard dungeon door, right? That's
Yeah.
a standard dungeon door.
And then we end up in this area with enemies. I see some key item there. It seemed like a glowing blue one. So
What about his weapon there, Chase? It seems like twin blades, katanas.
yeah, but interesting moveset. Look at so if you look at the initial attack, it's not too different. It's the running attack of like with the cell swords from Dark Souls 3, where they do the
Yeah.
slash separate times, which I love. But the follow up, he like reverse holds the blade and does like a
Yeah.
horizontal slash. That's really cool. Oh, and then he
And then
can't. Oh my god, you know what that looks like? That's the Corvian knife, Ash of War from Dark Souls 3, sort of, but more of a quick step involved.
yeah, he quick steps and then he attacks. It
With
looks
the-
like there could be like a Bloodhound's finesse, but instead of jumping straight ahead, it acts
Puts
like
you
a
by
quick
them
step.
and then you stab to the right, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely a new Ash of War, like 100%. It's like a blend
absolutely.
of quick step, Bloodhound step, and then finishes with like the Corvian stab with the pointy part of the knife.
And it's definitely a new moveset for this weapon. So we could also we might just get twin blades
Yeah,
in this as a weapon.
because those
or
are the
as a weapon category.
same. Yeah, they are identical. He is. Oh, you're
Mhm.
right. He's holding them reverse, just
Reverse
naturally.
grip, yeah.
Yeah. I thought he swapped it mid swing, but no. When I looked at the beginning, he's holding them in a reverse stance.
Which is probably in real life super awkward to use, but in movies are so badass. I fucking love it, man. I love it so much.
And then if you go ahead to the next like little open area, there's a guy dual-wielding daggers, but he throws them.
Okay, yeah, look at that. So
And he
That's
gets them back. That's
definitely-
part of its moveset. He's just like, they respawn in his hands.
question then, is that a special Ash of War?
That would be cool. maybe made for just daggers, probably, I would maybe assume.
Well, he does it twice.
Yeah,
So it could
maybe it's the moveset.
maybe it is the actual moveset. Dual throwing daggers, which is awesome.
Yeah, maybe
quite
you could do
frankly.
the heavy as that or something. It could be an Ash of War as well, but yeah, he just keeps doing it and it continues on in like different stances.
I don't think this would be too bad as a ganker tool. I would say that it could be a very good invader tool as long as the range of these aren't too great.
Yeah, definitely a good 1v1 tool. I don't think you're gonna 3v1 with that well. Just stay away.
I think you can swap to this, get a few throws in, and boom, boom.
Estus
depending
punish. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. I'd like that. And then if you
Oh, yeah. It also does poise damage, apparently, because he threw like 4 of them at the guy. So
and it's
maybe
staggered,
that's going to be
yeah.
a thing.
Also, he has the cool heavy attack of the Iron Cleaver. He's just running at him with the heavy attack. The enemy.
Oh, give me a second. I got a little ahead of you, but I didn't see that. That's funny. Isn't that, it looks very heavy cleaver just in general. And if we look at the background here, Chase, this must be a legacy dungeon, right?
Yeah, 100%. It looks like very Storm Valley, but inside of what maybe is this Deathblade area. This could be where it ends up because of all the clouds.
The architecture of these, the dome heads on top of the towers do lead me to believe that it could be something more linked to Lane Dell, but it could also be one of those new places.
Yeah,
right?
the entirely different like continent part added. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
The next one is fascinating. Here,
I know.
This is a spell, right? This is a
Definitely,
spell.
and it looks sleep oriented. Maybe I can't tell. Maybe just magic damage.
It as either sleep or maybe.
Oh, it's probably
not.
sleep. Just if you go to the beginning, there's like purple kind of butterflies. That kind of reminds me of sleep.
Yeah, I was either going to say sleep or rot, but it does look a little bit more like sleep. But is that a madness incantation? What is that in her hand?
That does look like the frenzied seal, sort of.
Mm.
It is orange, right? Yeah.
It is orange, and in the background you see the lions in a statue. It might also be omen lions. I'm not sure.
Yeah, this could be brand new too, because yeah, it is pink. It isn't dark purple. It's actually pink. And it's not Scarlet Raw, right? The Scarlet Raw butterflies with Millennia are more like rot color.
This could also be gravity, though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I seen the explosion. What is it? What does it explode? Are those like feathers? Rose petals. Those look like rose petals.
Oh,
when the actual explosion happens.
Oh, the next part is going to be amazing.
The martial arts moveset, yeah.
Yeah. We can just go to the next part. It doesn't seem like there's too much new here. So let's talk about the martial arts, man. There is
the triple windmill kick.
Triple windmill kick. This is probably a boss or in front of a boss, because you can see the boss fog in the back door there. So this is a boss.
Yeah, that knight armor is sick too. And he's got a twin blade as well.
I think this is one of those bosses that will come back later as a normal enemy, but the knight armor here is pretty straightforward, cool, badass, and lovely.
Yeah, that looks pretty insane, honestly. It looks let me just rewind it a little bit. I want to see the intro part. Looks like very similar to the Lanedale Knights and stuff, just different color, but I do like the dark armor color palette more.
Also, fucking hell, I can't get enough of that kick.
I know,
and
that kick is so cool.
The armor looks very Inquisitor, or maybe even slightly priest-like.
Yeah, definitely. That would make sense what they put that on. I was thinking it was very Bloodborne-esque as well, just because it's all cloth.
Yeah, and then these
very Confessor.
Yeah, this is definitely arena. Yeah, very Confessor.
Very similar to that fashion, yeah. That kick is so cool, though. I wonder how that's going to work. We'll see.
The twin blades are definitely also new. Not too much more to say about this scene, unless you have any other insights to share.
No, definitely a boss, though. You're right. We see the...
Yeah.
But interesting. Inside of a castle, open, like, water courtyard almost. And then we
Yeah.
move to someone throwing a giant, like, ritual pot thing.
And this is a player, right? Because you can tell the
Yeah.
armor, the model, the gloves,
So maybe
the
that's a new
hat.
consumable. Like a giant pot instead of a ritual pot. How big is
I
this
would-
splash? Oh, it's a huge splash AoE. I was actually talking about this in a recent video. How I wish that the oil pots were like this, where they're like giant AoE, because then you can hit people with oil and it'd be kind of useful.
Yeah, the oil is not great for
It's
now.
too small, but if it was like this explosion of oil and things like that, it'd be actually useful. Colossal
it's-
pots.
I would guess that it's not a consumable as much as it is just something you can find on the ground in different areas and throw it.
Don't
So,
break my heart. I want my colossal pots.
well, I think that could be very fascinating for invaders
Yeah.
because you can then take advantage of something that you find out there on the battlefield, and if it does a fair amount of damage, I'd love that.
Okay, and then we move on to crossbow.
And I got a really
Oh my
nice
God.
frame on it.
Hold up, that's I thought this was gonna be the triple shot crossbow. That is so many more shots.
Yeah, that's the repeater. This is the machine gun, and I
Yep.
also really like the armor here. It looks very mechanical, very industrial. I want to say, which could be connected with the forge thing we saw earlier.
All of that. Oh yeah, you're right. It's definitely like Knight, but way more intricate.
Yeah, and I like the fact
It's
that
nice though, yeah.
while it also seems very, I don't want to say anonymous or generic, but this seems like a piece of armor that you could mix and match with others.
Yeah, when it's actually like close to steel color and like kind of blends, you can go with the darker sets or the lighter sets. You don't have to wear the whole thing. Don't need the helmet. The cape kind of can work with a lot.
It seems like we might be in a very good, we're in a very good spot for fashion coming up.
Yeah,
and,
I want that like, I don't even know what to call it, Valkyrie style knight that we saw.
Yeah, and the cape can probably be changed out. We have a nice sword on his back that doesn't look too ornate. It's very, again, industrial in my opinion.
3101, you have a good shot of the sword. Just looks like a
Yeah.
a colossal sort of, but also a great sword, but it's pretty big.
It's pretty big. It could be both, depending on. It could be a small colossal or a fair
Big, great sword.
great sword.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be. You know what? It could be with the same moveset as the Dex Faith weapon that I never use.
Oh,
That colossal that has its own unique moveset. I always forget its name. With the slow Ash of War with the black flame on it.
yeah. I know which one you're
we
talking
both
about.
don't use it, obviously.
Yeah.
God
Is it the
Slayer
Godslayer?
sword. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
it's called.
yeah.
Yeah. I never use that weapon.
So as far as the repeater crossbow, this is basically just Gale's crossbow from Dark Souls 3, and so this is probably going to be a dangerous weapon as far as bleed or sleep is concerned.
Yeah, sleep will be real fun with that.
Mhm. Well, I'm gonna just hit play and go forward a bit.
Yep. Move on.
He has explosive bolts, and he's out there in nature.
And then we have the grafted lion again, and then we look like this.
No, it's not the grafted lion.
Oh no,
If you
you're
go
right.
back
it's
a little
not-
bit.
It's a move. You're right. I just rewound.
It's a move, man.
It is. I just rewound and I found it's like a roar.
It's a roar, and I
A
also
lion
see
roar.
that the pants has some chains to it. So this is a new piece of armor that we can't see properly. Is it a rune
I got a
bear?
good
It looks
picture
a
of
little
that, actually.
bearish.
Yeah, I have a good picture. It's got like the chains on the side, cloth pants, studded boots, and what looks sort of like a studded belt, but more like I don't know, a corset almost. Like it goes up halfway to the chest and it's like studded in leather, thanks. Okay.
So it's a rune bear scream.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it seems like it. Also, we can just move forward because there's not much else to see. But this next image is beautiful.
I was
Oh
gonna
my
say,
God,
at
look
first
at
I
that.
thought it was that sleep player, but no, it's not. It's
This is definitely moon magic.
yeah, definitely. It's so glowy. I'm
Is
trying to look
that
in the
a-
background as well. Like Is there snow everywhere behind there? Do you see that in the land masses?
I don't see much in the way of snow. I
Let's
see,
see. Oh, you're right. It's just very bright for the top of the
yeah.
rock.
I also asked that question, Derv. Is that a sunken ship that we see in the background there?
Like the bottom of the ship, right? On the left side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, you're looking at a different frame than me, but let me just start over
What
at
I-
the beginning.
I feel like it looks like a ship. I'm not sure it is. And if it is a ship, it's not at the bottom of the sea here because there are trees around. But it looks a little bit like a ship. I'm
It
gonna
is
hit
shaped
play
as
and see
sort
what
of
happens.
similar to one, yeah. Even on the left, like as you hit play more, you'll see another one on the left closer up.
Oh, I see another one. Yeah, it's not a ship. It just looks a little bit like that.
Yeah, it's just
probably
the
a broken
architecture.
wall.
Yeah.
Maybe Faruma fell down onto them.
It's shaped similar though. I see why you think that.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking at them fighting right now. I'm 3109, right?
3109. All right, let's do it. Oop.
Yeah. So we have definitely a moveset that reminds me of the dancer from Dark Souls 3.
On the curved sword user, yeah.
Yeah, the katana though, is that the normal katana moveset? I'm just gonna
I'm gonna rewind a tiny bit because they were fighting as they first intro it, and you can probably see it easier.
Is that a standard move from the katana? The upswing?
Yeah,
so to
yeah,
speak?
that's the standard one. I even seen him do the standard heavy attack.
Okay, then.
So just like samurai, basically, with the standard uchi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's just yeah. I'm closer to them now, and that's very much standard moveset. Of
But
course,
the curved swords are not standard.
no, they are not standard.
Very
and
different.
And the outfit on that character looks amazing, by the way.
The dancing type outfit, the flow
Yeah.
of the cloth. Yeah, it goes really well with the curved swords. Those almost look like scimitars, actually. But I think do they have rippled blades, sort of? Hang on. Like a good frame where you can get a good look at the swords.
They're all a little blurry for
Yeah.
me.
Oh, I got a good one. Okay, so it kind of looks like the scavenger sword where it's like rippled on the front side of it, but the back is more like round rippled. It's interesting. Go to 3109 and you get a really good still shot of it.
Let's see, 3109.
Yeah. Yeah, you're really close. If you like touch ahead, you'll see it soon.
You want me to go forward? All right.
Yeah, her back is turned to me, and she has the sword in her left hand up in the air, and the aura is off it. Yeah, you're getting close to it.
Oh yeah. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, it's a little wavy.
Yeah, it's
It's a
very
little
wavy.
wavy. Mm-hmm.
I like that though.
I agree with chat here. That dress plus the spinning kicks, the people you invade won't even mind being beaten to death.
Okay, we go forward a little bit, I guess. We've seen those weapons. The moveset is very dancer-like, though, you're right. And then we see a gravity. Okay, I thought that was a greatsword at first, but I mean, it might be, but it also looks like a lance.
Yeah, I think it's a lance. If I go backwards, it seems like a lance. It widens out a bit towards the end, but that's definitely the hilt of a lance. And it's an enemy that rides a pig. It seems like it's riding a pig.
Oh, yeah, it's got like the boar tusks, sort of.
Yeah, fanged boar. That's what we're doing here.
So
a warhog.
a gravity lance is crazy. That's going to be amazing. And then if you go ahead one image, actually, no, we can still look at his armor quick, but yeah.
Yeah, I think while we don't know if we'll get his armor, so to speak, I do absolutely... Oh, come on. I do absolutely think that we will be getting that weapon.
Yeah, 100% we're going to get that weapon. What's the
And
armor?
oh
The
my
armor is
God.
pretty cool. It looks kind of like the second Tree Sentinel towards Lanedale, you know? The yellow one. I always forget the name of that armor set.
Yeah, I'm having some troubles just getting.
I
the
was doing
exact
that too. I got
right
minimizing it.
But I'm on whatever.
The alligator
crazy
hippo
fucking-
thing. I don't even know what that
I
is.
think it looks like a puppy.
Does it? I'm looking at its teeth only, so I just thought hippo. And then, oh yeah, from the side, it definitely looks... I have no idea. It's a blend of every creature. It's got like porcupine needles. And
Then we move forward, and I'm now looking at the standard knight. He's Looking at the puppy again, it looks like we're outside on the.
I love how you can call it a puppy. This is what Lost would own in his home.
This is what I would think of as a puppy. It's so cute.
It's like a rhino horn hippo. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh shit! And then he explodes and turns into a porcupine.
Yeah, and they're like rose thorns almost, or like at least
Yeah.
like tree roots.
So, puppy is a faith build confirmed.
Yeah, definitely gold. And then we have some creature right after this just whipping a bone boomerang.
I love this thing. I don't know what
Oh my
it is,
god,
but
it's
I already
riding a
love
horse. I
It.
didn't notice.
Yeah, it's riding a horse. And is it riding a horse or is it just part of? No,
Yeah.
it's riding a horse.
It's basically
It is.
Radon in his early years. His baby horse now.
And I think the main character, who is currently a confessor build, is parrying that boomerang.
Well, he
when
definitely tried to
gets
block
back.
it and got destroyed. That's what happened.
Dude, the horse doesn't have any
But like hind
lower-
legs, I know.
Yeah, no hind legs.
So that's why I was like,
Oh boy.
that's rough. I don't think he's going to be a very fast boss.
No.
Yeah, he
but
guard broke the
is in an
confessor.
interesting place. This seems like he's in maybe the sleep cavern because it's so
Purpley?
purple and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I could see that. There's some flowers on the left too. I'm also
Yeah.
hoping this weapon, would be a really cool weapon class for one, but you notice how it guard breaks the confessor like instantly?
Yeah.
Imagine it was like a guard break feature. Just throw it and you can't block it, just opens up the guard. That'd be so cool.
I now continued forward to the next image, which is just
Yeah.
terrible. Oh, dude, look at that.
I'm a little confused here. Is it an undead with something just skewered through him because he's pulling it out, or is that part of him?
Yeah, I think it got skewered, and I think the skewering thing, once it went into him, just sprouted like pointy barbs everywhere.
Yeah,
Not
like it just
great.
expanded open. Maybe that's gonna be part of him, but yeah. Yeah, the cool thing about this is he's dual-wielding twin blades, but one's the like shield. I can't even tell if it's a twin blade, but it's a very interesting looking shield. Yeah, it definitely... Yeah, he stabs with it, but... And it is a twin blade, I think, covered by a shield.
I will not be far behind.
Okay, so one idea about that is it could be a weapon that transforms, but I don't know. Because it sort of looks like a twin blade with a shield over it. That's like it.
Yeah. I'm looking at Mesmer's weapon as well, because he's a boss. You can probably get his weapon, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Let's be honest.
That
You
just
can
looks like
get his
a...
weapon.
What was the weapon class of the Dragon Slayer in Dark Souls 3? Was it just a halberd? They classed it as that? The sword spear, you know? Because this kind of looks like a sword spear.
A little bit, yeah.
But I feel like it's going to fight like a halberd.
It does. The jump attack that he has, you know, going at the
Play this from the beginning.
the player, it looks very much like what you would be able to use as an Ash of War. This attack that the guy does.
Yeah, for sure. It's almost like Storm Assault, but then you have the AoE, like swords appear.
Yeah, he pokes it into the ground.
Does like a dark
Nope.
grab on you. That'll be a really cool weapon, I can already tell. This moveset's gonna have that buff on it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I just saw him stab with the actual twin blade. I know what
Yeah.
you mean there. He's
So it is a
grabbing him.
moveset, yeah.
Yeah.
He two-handed it too.
He two-handed it, but in the grab he has both his weapons out. So I think the two-hand that you saw could have been the Ash of War on that weapon.
Oh yeah, true. I could see that.
Could have been, unless he defaults into the both weapons if he two-handed it, and he defaults back to having one on each hand when he gets grabbed. So that could be a thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at it when he's just overhead holding it. Yeah, he's stabbing with the backside of it. And then the boss grabs us with some dark hand grab. And then we get wings. Can we talk about that?
Yo, yeah, we get wings.
We
Dude,
get
that is
wings.
That is 100%. Oh, here's a few options. This is 100% a Crucible thing, right? I feel like this is
Yes.
a Crucible thing, like the Crucible Knights. But you can see he is not using a catalyst that we can see, not the standard catalyst. So is this a Ash of War, or is it a spell that you can use with
The twin blade or one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Twin Blade might be like a catalyst. That could be the Ash of War.
My money's on Ash of War, I would say.
Mhm.
But I don't know. Yeah, he didn't switch out to cast that, so
May we meet again.
you're right.
So I want to just quickly.
Hold
What?
up. That twin blade that he's holding, I'm pretty sure is the twin blade from the night boss from earlier.
Yeah. Look, I mean, if he's a boss, he's definitely going to drop the weapon.
Oh, it's definitely the
and-
weapon. He like raises the twin blade up in his hand as he jumps up with the wings if you watch it over and you pay attention to it. So the twin blade's going to be able to do that.
Oh yeah, so it's an Ash of War. Yeah.
Damn, that's cool.
May we meet again.
Okay,
And then
Shadow
Elden
of-
Ring.
Yeah, and then we have probably Mikola. That with the golden hair, we're looking at the tree there. Nothing too special.
And then we
And-
have the release date, and we see him as a probably for the Game of the Year edition or whatever they're gonna sell it with.
But look at this though, dude. If you go back to the where he's sitting on a throne, where Mesmer is sitting on a throne, what is that in his hand?
I couldn't tell if that's sort of like his catalyst for his like abilities that we've been seeing, like the dark blood flame almost. I don't even know,
Mm-hmm.
but that's what it looks like because he just like has that in his hand the whole time he's fighting, and he's casting all those flames with it.
Well, let's see if we can't see it in the collector's edition. I'm gonna continue on. We'll get so pre-orders and get the bonus gesture Ring of Mikola.
All right, so we can either get the Shadow of the Erdtree edition. I guess we're gonna have to go look and see what those are.
And yeah, there was also a couple of things that would be cool.
Oh, after there's even
look
more.
at-
Okay.
Yeah, so there are. If we go to the Steam page, we get to see a couple of extra images. But yeah, Mesmer the Impaler, definitely somebody affiliated with Rykard. I think that's just obvious. We get a good look at his weapon. It absolutely looks like a sword spear. That is a long ass fucking hilt.
Yeah, that is huge actually looking at it in
Mhm.
the statue.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, now I'm on the store page here. They have some images.
Yeah, there's two of them.
There's two of them?
So
Oh,
there's
three.
three, but yeah, but only two of them
Oh,
have any
wait, we
images.
can use the the explosion porcupine attack as well.
Yeah, we probably maybe we beat him as a boss and he drops it.
Okay, I could see that.
More
I don't know if it's an
images
ad-
on the Japanese website. Is there? Okay. Elden Ring Japanese.
Are you thinking Ash of War or Incantation? Probably Incantation.
I think incantation. Yeah.
And then the Death Blight Swamp. This definitely looks very Death Blighty, the third image.
Oh boy. Okay. So do I just choose some things here?
DLC game trailer, launch trailer. Oh, these are just like everything, the basic things we've seen except for obviously the gameplay trailer. We just watched that
Yeah.
though. Images
Images.
though. Yeah,
right.
maybe
Oh.
the newest ones on the far right. Yeah, they're all new. They have a decent amount of them actually.
Yeah.
They
I
have
to
the
get-
first one. You can
Okay,
just
wait,
like
we're-
click over on the tab. Click
Well, I see
yeah,
everything
slide
being
it,
new.
go to the
Cool,
far
cool,
left
cool.
and start on the
Start on
the tree
one?
one. Yeah, the
Okay.
one to the left. Okay, yeah, I'll go to the next one. I'm with you. Yep.
this one. This one is cool. He
This
has
is the fire giant looking at me.
Yeah.
And also you see that knight armor that we kind of like the
Oh,
dark.
that's so cool though. Yeah.
That is nice, yeah. And then what is this?
What? It's like a mole man.
Oh my god. The weapon is also like a club obviously, but very interesting.
Oh Jesus, this looks like a great thumbnail. There's so many great thumbnails. here.
Yeah, these are hilarious. The porcupine needle attack.
Yeah, that's that one. That's easy, simple enough. That's the death lantern, if you will.
Yep, the death blight looking area.
Oh, Oh,
Oh,
look at
the
that.
martial arts kick.
We will be able to do that. Chat, tell me, guys. This is a good thumbnail, right? This is a fucking good thumbnail. You would click on that image right there if
Yeah,
you saw
that is
it.
a beauty. Just add some, Elden Ring DLC
Yeah, Elden Ring
text.
DLC text, and then boom. This is definitely going to be my thumbnail.
Yeah, there's so many good ones. I want the Mesmer one, but like, it depends. Oh my god.
Oh, that's beautiful. Did you get to the green stuff?
Yeah, the forest area where you're just walking through.
Yeah.
So
Look
very
at that. That is
surreal.
amazing. That is almost something I would like to have as a background there. I'll
Yeah,
just
that's
hide
peaceful.
my character. Yeah.
True, just the grass, yeah. And then you have Mesmer in his area before the trailer. Then look at this. Look at the next one. It's like a...
Wow.
I don't even know.
I honestly, I hope that's not even an enemy because that thing, that blue looking.
It looks peaceful.
Yeah, it looks so cute. That
Yeah,
is a
this looks
cute
like
penis.
a really... Maybe this is like another intelligence area, The wizard
Yeah.
area, if you will, with all the blue.
That's fair. I don't think we have had like a magic contaminated
area.
area.
This has kind of inspired me. I'm going to do a 100% playthrough, probably like maybe the month before the release. So
Yeah.
would that be March, April? No, wait, May. And then I'll start making some starting classes. What did we see mostly? It was like Faith, actually. And then whatever Mesmer is.
I think there's definitely.
Arcane.
I think arcane/faith. I would think.
I
Probably
didn't
more
see much
arcane.
to indicate intelligence, yeah. So far, anyway, at least in the trailer.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I'll make a hero class. I don't have one of those.
That's actually a fair amount of information we also get in these images. I think that's really cool.
Damn, it's only 3 months. It's actually not long. We have March, April, May, and then it's here basically in June. It'll fly. So 3 months of in between time.
Maybe that's what the stone worms look like in dreams. Ooh, I like that idea. Yeah.
All right. Wow. Okay.
I suppose that's all we could possibly think
Do
of
for
right?
now. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I guess we'll stop the video there. That was fun though. We got to check everything through.
Yeah.
Comes out
so
in 4 months.
everybody on my channel that watches this, go and sub to Chase. I'll link him down below. And anybody in Chase's chat, come and sub to me as well, you bitches.
I was gonna say anyone in my comment section, don't go sub to Lost. No, go sub to Lost.
boy.
Yeah, we guess we watched that through enough. Okay. All right, guys. We'll
Yeah.
see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.